Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's April the 6th, and just want to give you a quick update on the election campaign for the upcoming local elections taking place on May the 23rd. Well, it seems that my approach of not wanting to put posters up and not going from door to door canvassing has attracted some media attention. And therefore I had the pleasure of being interviewed by Joe Finnegan on the Joe Finnegan Show, Northern Sound and Shannonside Radio yesterday morning. I'm going to let you listen now to this interview, and with me on the show was another lady who also is promising not to put up any posters because she believes that this is not an effective way to conduct a pre-election campaign. So I'll just let you listen to that, and thank you very much for tuning in. Also, I'd like to remind you that I have open house here every Saturday from 11 to 2. And everybody is welcome, especially young people. If there's any young people left in the constituency or in the electoral area that I am running for, I would very, very much like to hear from them and to listen to what they plan to bring to the table in future, because the future is in their hands. They need to become active and participate in local issues, because before you say abracadabra, we're going to be ruled from God knows where, and we won't be able to make one decision of our own. So do participate in this campaign coming up to local elections. Let your voice be heard wherever you can. Get in touch with me here at Truth Matters Radio at 087 233 6838. The same number is for my personal campaign, and it's my personal number anyway, so you're very welcome to ring that. What I do want to say, though, is that if anybody wants me to come to their house, please do let me know, because there's people I know at home who have no way of transport from A to B and who are dependent on, we say, other people are taking a taxi or taking public transport or whatever, and there's no public transport coming out here to the Yellow Road. So if anybody wants me to come to their house for a chat with themselves or with a group of people or with the family or whatnot, or just with them alone, they are very welcome to get in touch with me here at 087 233 6838.
Why can't we have, is it too much to ask, why can't we have a poster-free election campaign? It is possible, it really is possible. Noreen, how are you?
Hello.
And thank you so much, Noreen, for taking our call. I understand you're living in Cavan, is that correct?
That's very correct.
And what part of Cavan are you living in?
I'm in Belturbet now.
In Belturbet, in the county of Cavan. I'm told you've put your name forward. You are running in the upcoming local elections. Is that correct?
That is also correct, Joe.
So here's your party.
I hope you're not pointing your finger at me now.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm about to heap praise on you, so I am. Now, your name is Noreen Bridget Quinn, is that correct?
Yeah, it's a German married name is Brigitte, and my maiden name is Quinn.
Right.
And I'm actually from Roscommon.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm originally from Roscommon, so I'm going to say hello to all the Roscommon people.
All right, what part of Roscommon?
I'm from between Boyle, Elphin and Frenchbark, a village of Ballinameen.
Oh, I know it well.
Well,
all the McNultys from Ballinameen.
I say, yes.
Now, Noreen, you've decided, and well done, you've decided to put your name on the ballot paper. You want to be a politician for the local area there in Belturbet. You want to be a member of Cavan.
To be a politician, I have been an activist for many, many years, for as long as I can remember, actually. And I want to be a voice for people who are not in a position to raise their voices, or who are too shy, or don't want to do it themselves. I'll do it for them.
Right.
I want to get away from this image of a politician doing things for you in return for your vote.
Interesting. Now then, you have decided that, number one, you're not going to do any canvassing. Is that correct?
Yes, 90% correct, or maybe 99% correct. What I want is, or what I invite people to do, is to come to my house.
And have a cup of tea.
Have a cup of something. They might like coffee, or they might even like water, or a shorty. But what I want to do is to get to know people. I want to spend more time with people. I suggest that from every village and area in my constituency or in this electoral area, I would suggest they get together, get a car, a share, come up to here to Belturbet, to the Yellow Road, and come in, and we'll sit down and chat about your concerns.
All right, so you're opening your house up to the public.
Yes.
And you're saying to constituents in your electoral area, is it the Belturbet electoral area or is it the Cavan electoral area?
It's Cavan Town, Belturbet.
Okay, all right, Cavan Town, because I know all the electoral areas have changed now, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying to people in that part of the world, by the way, are you running on an independent ticket?
Absolutely.
You're independent. So
yes.
You're saying to your constituents, every Saturday, between now and polling day...
Oh, I've been doing this for weeks now.
Oh, right. Between what, 11 a.m. and...
11 and 2, but that's approximately. Everybody is welcome. As long as the car is standing outside the door, people can come in any day.
And the door will be open, and you want people to come in and sit down and share their concerns with you. Exactly, because we're at a turning point in local politics now, and with that turning point in the changeover of the constituency should also come a carrying of responsibility by the people. I think it's a great idea, I really do. And how about posters? How many posters are you going to put up?
None.
Noreen, far be it from me, Noreen, to advise you, but I put it to you, Noreen, that your chances of winning a seat on Cavan County Council without putting up a poster are very slim.
Well, we'll have to leave it at that then, won't we?
Why aren't you putting up the posters?
I'm depending on people like yourself, Joe, and the local media to highlight different things. And maybe if I could suggest as well that you invite the candidates in for a round
we will. Oh, don't worry. And Julianne Sheridan in our Northern Sound newsroom and Mary Mullins in our Shannonside newsroom, busy putting plans in place. I want to send a message out that the election desk has started. We're running an election desk throughout the campaign, and people like you, Noreen, and all the other candidates, you're in tight, but you have to get your act together now. You got to get your press releases, you got to get your press people to make contact with our people, and then you never know what would happen as regards.
Yeah, you seem to have a different, or we'd say a limited image of what candidates are about. I have no money for posters. I have no money for a PR man or woman. And therefore, I am appealing to the local media to present our issues, all candidates' issues, in an equal measure.
And we will do our utmost to do that. Stay where you are.
Exactly.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Valerie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm not too bad at all. Valerie Byrne, you are a HAC councillor. You are a member of Roscommon County Council, and you have been now for a number of years. And you will also run, I'm told, a poster-free campaign. Now, you've been doing this for a number of years. Why are you not using the posters, Valerie?
Well, the posters, I don't think really do anything, Joe. They're just a kind of a promotion of yourself.
Well, it's all about recognition. It gets your face out there.
Yeah, but people, you're going in your local area. It's not as if you're going in a different area. And I know the areas have changed this time around. But posters don't do anything. You're going round door to door, you're handing in your leaflet, your photograph is on that, you're on the paper, your name is on the Shannon Side radio, do you know?
So you're not using the posters, but you are using the bump. I hate the bump. I hate the leaflets. I hate them. I hate them coming through the letterbox. But you are using the bump, are you?
But I am using it, Joe. And
I want to ban the bump. If we're going to ban the posters, the bump should also be banned.
Well, you see, that's something that's going into your letterbox or into your hand,
into
and that's
fire.
what I
into the fire, Valerie.
Well, because that's where everything ends up. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Now, but before it goes there, a lot of people read it. I know when I'm kind of out doing my canvass at the moment, some people say, well, look, I'm going to read this. I have a letter written in it. And they say, I'm going to read this and see what I'm actually doing. Or, you know, and I like that other lady there. You can't say, I wouldn't dream of saying to anybody, well, I am going to do this for you, or I am going to do that for you. Because there's no way that happens.
With respect.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. If you're going to get elected, you know, nowadays, someone said to me recently, a guy who's running for the very first time, and I said, look, whatever you do, don't make any promises. Do not make any pledges on the doorstep. And he says, but if I don't do that, I won't get elected. And I said, true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, politicians must make promises to get elected.
No, Joe. People are way above that now. When I go to a door, I'm asking them for the support. And if somebody said to me, well, what are you going to do for me? All I'm saying to them is that I will support you and try and do everything that I can for your problem.
So you're not making any... So hang on a second now, Valerie Byrne.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me at 20 minutes to 10 on a Friday morning that you're not putting up posters?
Not putting up
You're
posters.
going to use a little bit of both.
Yes.
And you're not going to make promises, and you're not going to make pledges, and you're telling me that you're still going to get elected to Roscommon County Council.
What I am telling you is that I am going to be honest with the people. Every door that I go to, I'm going to be honest.
It's impossible. It's impossible, Mother.
To what, to be honest?
It's impossible for a politician nowadays to get elected without making promises and pledges.
Joe, I've never made promises. There's no point in making promises that people are going to come back in a week's time and say, would you promise me this?
Because we fall for the promise. We fall for the promise and the pledge every time. As an electorate, do we not?
No.
We always do.
No. At a local elections, Joe, people will vote for the person that they know will go out and try to do the best for that person.
They will.
Valerie, stop local elections about.
I'll tell you what people do. People will go out and vote for Mickey because Mickey is a nice man. And people will go out and vote for Mary because Mary is a nice woman. And with respect to Mickey and Mary, they're probably very nice people, but when it comes to politics, they haven't a clue what they're at. That's what people do. You know it and I know it.
No,
and I'm not
Joe,
going to mention
you're wrong.
it. I'm telling you, I know for a fact, I've been studying it for years. In local elections and sometimes in general elections, do we vote for the best possible candidate who we know will do the job? We don't. We vote for such and such because he's Deb's man. We vote for such and such because she's Collins's woman. We vote for such and such because she's a next door neighbour and married to a sister over the road. And we vote for such and such because he's a nice guy.
No, Joe, look, you're not giving credit to the people out there on the ground. People out there on the ground, they're listening to what goes on. They know what goes on themselves. You don't have to tell them. And they'll be voting for the person that they think will do the best job for them.
Noreen.
And that's without promises, Joe.
Noreen.
Yes?
Am I talking sense? Am I making sense at all this morning?
Well, you are making some sense because we see the situation of the position Ireland is in right now, don't we?
Yeah.
And the promises that were made and the politicians who are on record of promising certain things.
Hang on a second, Mel. I mean, this morning on the programme, I had the privilege, I'm feeling very proud this morning, I had the privilege of announcing the Irish Times most popular political party in the Shannon Side Northern South Region Award. And the award goes to Fianna Fáil. And here we are, barely 3-4 years after the country collapsing.
Yes.
And today, here in Roscommon, Longford, Leitrim, Westmeath, Cavan, Monaghan, Longford, the people are telling us Fianna Fáil are numero uno, number one. What is that saying about the Irish electorate? Tell me.
Yes, what is that saying about the Irish electorate? It is saying something about the power of the media. And
what do you mean? Don't blame the media.
No, I'm not blaming the media. I'm talking about the exposition that the politicians have, because that is the way that elections are won now. I mean, we were having all this sympathy for, we say, the Queen. I mean, who has ever met the Queen? And when she came to Ireland, who does that, affect? But it was the media that portrayed her as whatever she is. Well, that's just an example now.
All right, okay. And it's
what I'm trying to say is, Joe, you give us the voice, you give us the opportunity to...
and I have to stop you there, because the problem is, I was doing my sums the other day, I think, is it 180 candidates we have, something like that, running across our region? And there's therefore about 178 of them screaming at the radio saying, how come Valerie and Noreen got 14 or 15 free minutes on the JF show this morning? Jeepers, we'll have to go away and do our sums now. We'll have to see how can we talk to all of them. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Valerie Byrne in Roscommon and Noreen Quinn in Belturbet, thank you for joining us.
Some love wine and some love song. Some just like to sing along. But bankers, they love money. Like half-loved Scrooge in days of old, they're counting out their pots of gold. There's someone going down today in Toy Town, while the soldiers of destiny look on, expecting us all just to sing along. So wrap the green flag around me, boys. You know it's all I'll have left to wear. Well, there's one law for the rich. They say life's a bitch when you're trying to survive on the dole. While speculators scurry to the coast with wads of cash, who has the most? It's your children's future in their pockets. While the soldiers of destiny look on, expecting us all just to sing along. So wrap the green flag around me, boys. You know it's all I'll have left to wear. And some go east and some go west. Some say Marble's the best with a triple-posted double-decker yacht. Well, there's one law for the rich. They say life's a bitch when you're trying to survive on the dole. While soldiers of destiny look on, expecting us all just to sing along. So wrap the green flag around me, boys. You know it's all I'll have left to wear. Wrap the green flag around me, boys. You know it's all I'll have left to wear.